What's going on, guys? So just for fun, why not, right? Let's do a comparison between the Moto Z and the Nexus 6P. Alright, guys, so I decided just to do for fun a comparison here between the Moto Z and the Nexus 6P. Both are in the high performance mode right now. We're also going to do it later with the high performance, so I'm just going to go ahead and open multiple things at the same time. There is Facebook. Here it is YouTube, and let's go ahead and open the same video at the same time.
Federal authorities arrested a Washington, D.C. area.
Let's go ahead and open a different video. Let's try this one here. So as you guys can see, they both open pretty much everything about the same speed. The processor on the Motorola is obviously faster. Let's go ahead and open the camera interface. It looks like the Moto Z opened it faster. Here's Facebook. Here's the access to the notification. As you guys can see, really quick. And they are very similar. The Motorola pretty much looks like Android, pure Android or stock Android. Here's the dialer. Alright, now let's go ahead and turn off power saving mode. And you turn it off basically the same way. So that's why I'm saying that they are very close to Android or stock Android. Let's go ahead and take a look at the camera's interface quick. Alright, let's start first with the interface here on the Motorola. Obviously, we can access the camera by pressing the icon. You can also shake the phone like this in order to open the camera. It opens the camera very quick. I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here so you guys can see how quick it focuses. So it focuses pretty quick. So no problem with the autofocus. So take pictures also really quick. Right here we switch between a front and rear camera, and right here you switch the different options. So camera, video recording right there. You can record video, take picture while you're recording, pause the video, continue recording, and then stop the video. The next one here, it's a panorama. I'm not sure which one is this, and the last one offers the Pro mode. Take a look at the professional mode, so you can go ahead and control everything from the ISO, the saturation, the focus, and all that. Let's go ahead and exit that, and let's go back to the auto mode. Also on the left side, we get the timer right here. The next one is a flash. The last one is the HDR, and if you swipe from the side, you get access to the general settings. You can control the shutter sound, quick capture, the location to save the files, picture and video size. Picture size, the maximum is 30 megapixel, and you can do it in 4:3. Or if you want the full screen, you can go down to 9.7 pixels. So let's do in the 4:3 right now. Shutter type, you can, this is really cool, you can tap anywhere on the screen if you want. So take a look at this. I can click right there to take pictures, click right there, click right here. You can also tap and go ahead and control the light for the screen, as you can see. So that's really cool. Here's another one that I want to show you. The shutter type, and you can also move the focus to a different area. So as you can see, now it's concentrated right there. You can move it there, and now it's concentrated in the back, and this thing, it's kind of blurry. We move it right here. Now it's concentrated right there. What else we have here? Video size. Video size, this is something new here with the Motorola. Now it does have video in 1080p 60 frames. Also in 30 frames, also 720 at 30 frames and 480 at 30 frames, but you can also do 4K in 30 frames. So I really like the 60 frames. The last one, it's a slow motion in 120 frames. As far as the front facing camera, 5 megapixel front facing camera wide angle. And I forgot to mention 30 megapixel rear camera. And you can also switch right here between video, and also you get access to do the professional mode for the front-facing camera as well. So that's really cool. Let's go back here, and then let's exit the camera, and let's take a quick look here at the camera options here on the Nexus. So on the Nexus, obviously you can go ahead and click on the icon to get access to the camera. You can also double click the power button, I'm sorry, and that opens the camera. It's pretty quick. Here's the autofocus. I don't think it's as fast maybe as the Motorola, but it's pretty decent. The interface on the Nexus, it's more simple, I should say. It doesn't take pictures as quick as you guys can see. Now if I try to open a picture, it's processing HDR, so that's gonna be a little bit slow, but for the most part it does a pretty good job. Now let's take a look at this here. This is to switch between front and rear camera. Front facing camera pictures or rear picture with this phone are offered. They offer really good quality. Let's go back here to the rear camera. Right here we see to adjust the flash, the HDR, and the timer. Also, if you swipe here, you get access to video recording, and there it is, the video recording. It does a pretty decent job, to be honest with you, with the focus. Just a little bit slower than the Motorola. You can also take pictures while you are recording, but there's no option to pause the video, which is available with the Motorola. Let's go back here to the camera, and if we click right here, you get access to the different settings. You get photosphere, panorama, lens, blur, slow motion. I'm not sure about the frame per second. And then the last settings right here. These are the main settings of the camera. You can control here the picture short, video resolution, maximum 12.2 megapixels 4x3, or you can go down to 8.3 megapixels full screen. The next one is set for the front-facing camera, 8 megapixel for the front-facing camera. That's a really good video size. Maximum is 4K, and it can do 1080, but 1080 at 30 frames. Doesn't offer 60 frames, or you can also do 720. The front camera can record in 1080 and 720, and also 480. Enable video stabilization. This is electronic, not optical. So in terms of video stabilization, it's gonna be better with the Motorola because it comes built in optical image stabilization. As far as the front-facing camera, same concept. You swipe to start recording. You can tap there to take pictures, stop the recording, go back here to the pictures, and take pictures right here. So that's as far as the cameras. Let's go ahead and see these phones in action playing some high graphic games. Alright guys, I'm gonna play this high graphic game, Nova 3. Also, take a look or listen to the quality of the speaker. So that's one thing to complain on the Motorola. There's only one speaker. The sound, it's very loud, versus the Nexus offers two dual front-facing speakers. Alright guys, here's another sound test. Alright my friends, here it is, the Motorola. The volume is all the way up. I'm sure you're gonna be able to tell that there's a huge difference in the audio quality and the volume versus the Nexus 6P with two speakers. Right here is the same music that I was playing with the Nexus. Okay, amigos, for those of you that really care about benchmarking points, here's the comparison. 91,469 points on the Nexus versus 150,564 on the Motorola. A couple of things to show you about the display and notifications. On the Motorola, we have two sensors right here on the bottom, I believe one on the top. So when you wave your hand over, it's going to activate the sensor and it's going to show you notifications. Right now I don't have any, but as I move the hand, it's going to turn on the screen, and then from that point, if you have notifications, you can use the lock screen to get access to a notification. So on the Nexus, as soon as you pick up the phone and bring it to you, you're going to see the notifications. So take a look at this. Now it's showing the notifications. So, and from this point I can go ahead and delete them or get access. So if the phone is down, you pick it up, bring it to you, it's going to show you the notifications. Now on the Motorola, we have the Moto Assist, which is a really cool application that lets you do multiple things to control the phone without even touching the phone. So as you guys can see right here, these are the different options. We have actions, voice, and display. Under actions, these are all the different options. As you approach to the phone, that's what I already showed you before. You can see notifications. So a tentative display keeps screen on while you're looking at it, and if you click right there, right now I have it off, but I can turn that on, and it tells you right here, screen will not dim or sleep while you're looking at it. That's a really cool option. Shop twice for flashlight. Basically, as you check the phone, it's gonna turn on the flashlight on the back. I'll show you that later. Flip for do not disturb. If you put the phone facing down, basically you are in the do not disturb mode. Pick up to stop ringing. Basically, as the phone is ringing, you pick it up, it will stop ringing. Swipe to shrink screen. That's actually really cool. It's off right now, but if you swipe from right here, it's gonna shrink the size of the screen. And the last one is a twist for quick capture. I already showed you that. You check the phone like that, it's gonna open the camera. So the next one is a voice, and this is basically you set up a phrase, and then you can wake up the phone and ask questions as the phone is on the table. You don't even need to reach at the phone. This is really useful, and the screen can be even locked and it still works. Display, this is similar to what I already showed you about notifications on display. You can block some apps from accessing to the notifications. You can select right here how much detail to show on the notifications. You can keep the screen dark, and you can set up right here the time between, for example, 11 p.m. until 6 a.m. If you're gonna go to sleep, you can click on that, and then you can also activate or deactivate vibrate on touch. So let's take a look and see how the Moto Assist works. Okay, Moto Z, what's the weather like?
En el aeropuerto de Greensboro.
Okay, Moto Z, call Kate.
Calling Kate. Mobile.
Ooh, wow, it works really good, guys. Now, when it comes to security and locking the screens, both of the phones offers a fingerprint scanner. On the Nexus is on the back, and to me, so far, this is the fastest fingerprint scanner on any phone that I've tested so far. So I lock the screen, put my finger right here, it unlocks right away. Lock it, put the finger right here, it unlocks right away. Let's go ahead and set up here the fingerprint scanner on the Motorola and show you how it works. When I click on continue here, we're gonna set up the screen lock. We need to use or select a pin. I'm gonna do a pin. I already selected the pin, click OK. I'm gonna select to show all notifications while the screen is locked. And now we have to put the finger here. Click next. So as you guys can see, it's really quick. So we are good to go. Click on done. and now we can go ahead and unlock it. So let's go ahead and exit here and try to unlock the phone. There it is. So it works really good. Wow, very, very quick. I believe you can put the finger on any direction. Yeah, really, really quick. Alright guys, last but not least, I just want to do a little bit of a comparison in terms of the build quality on both of these phones. Let's go ahead and remove the cases. Let's go ahead and take the clothes off and show you guys how they look like physically. Both are really, really good looking phones. The Motorola right now is the thinnest phone available. The Nexus, it offers also a thin profile, not as thin as Motorola, but also it's all metallic, so it feels and it looks solid, really, really good quality. So as you guys can see from the sides, the Motorola, it's way, way thinner. We see on both some texture right here on the power button, and on both we have the volume rocker on the same side, on the right side. On the left side, we don't have anything. Well, on the Nexus we have access to the SIM card. On the top side we have the SIM card and access to micro SD card on the Motorola. One microphone right there. On the Nexus we have the antenna right here on the Motorola, and we have access to audio jack right here on the Nexus. On the bottom of the phone, as you guys can see, both phones offer the USB Type-C, 2 antennas right here on the Nexus. And then on the Motorola, we don't have access to audio jack. So basically what Motorola did was to include this adapter right here that I have connected to my headphones, and basically you just plug this right here and you can use the headphones. So for me, I just keep it attached to my headphones for quick access out. But as you guys can see on the back, both phones also look super nice and metallic. I believe, yeah, the Motorola has dual tone LED flash. I'm not quite sure if the Nexus has dual tone or it's just 2 flash. And also both phones offers laser autofocus. And then on the bottom on the Motorola, we see the electronic pins right here, since the phone offers all the different mods that you can connect to the back of the phone. So that's as far as the physical appearance. Both phones feels really, really nice, premium finish, metallic in the hand. Alright guys, I'm going to take a look at some pictures and videos taken with these phones. I'm going to start first with pictures and videos of the Nexus 6P, and then later the Motorola. Alright guys, and now I'm recording with the Nexus 6P, and this is gonna be an autofocus test. I'm gonna get close to these two objects in front of me. Alright guys, and now I'm recording with the Nexus 6P front facing camera, 1080p 30 frames per second. Also pay attention to the audio quality. I'm gonna move the camera from one side to another, up and down. Alright guys, and now I'm going down the stairs, recording with the Nexus 6P. Video stabilization is on, however it's electronic. And we're gonna record a little bit outside here, walking as I'm moving. So I'm trying to walk pretty fast. So far it looks very stable. Alright, now I'm recording with the Nexus 6P from facing camera, 1080p 30 frames, and I'm trying to walk very quick. Alright guys, and now I'm recording with the Motorola autofocus test. I'm gonna get close to these two objects. Hi guys, and now I'm recording with the Motorola from facing camera, 1080p 30 frames per second. Also pay attention to the audio quality. I'm gonna move the camera up and down, and also to the sides. Recording with the Motorola. Video stabilization, it's on, and I'm sure you guys can tell I'm trying to walk up pretty quick so we can test the stability. And we're gonna go outside here, do a little bit of walking, and this is 1080p 30 frames per second. Looks very stable. Now I'm recording with the front facing camera of the Motorola, trying to walk pretty quick. Alright guys, there you have it. That was the Moto Z and the Nexus 6P. In terms of performance, I think we can say for the most part, even though the processor and the RAM it's faster and better on the Motorola, both phones for the most part pretty much open everything at the same time. Battery life, obviously it's gonna be better on the Nexus, but I'm really curious to hear from you guys. What do you think about the camera performance and the video performance on both? Anyways, give me your thoughts or your comments guys, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.